Welcome to the channel, friends. Have you ever wondered what you would do if you found yourself stranded in the middle of nowhere, fighting for survival? In this video, we'll explore the tragic and inspiring events surrounding Uruguayan Air Force Flight 571 on October 13, 1972. A Fairchild FH-227D, better known as the Uruguayan Air Force Flight 571, hums to life, preparing to take its passengers from the bustling city of Montevideo, Uruguay, to the vibrant heart of Santiago, Chile. Aboard this flight were 45 souls, a mix of crew members and passengers, including the spirited members of the Old Christians Club rugby team. Little did they know, this was not going to be an ordinary flight. As the plane soared over the breathtaking landscape of the Andes Mountains, disaster struck. The hum of the plane's engines turned into a roar, and before anyone could comprehend what was happening, the plane crashed into the craggy peaks, violently ending its journey. The impact was devastating, claiming the lives of 3 crew members and 9 passengers instantly. The world they knew, full of life and color, had suddenly morphed into a stark, white wilderness, cold and unforgiving. The survivors found themselves in the heart of the Andes, a place of extreme beauty on a normal day, but in their circumstances, it was a harsh, relentless adversary. The crash site, situated at an elevation of 3,570 meters, offered no comfort or refuge. It was a desolate place, far removed from civilization, a place where survival was a daily battle against the elements. The survivors of the crash were now trapped in a chilling predicament, isolated in the harsh, unforgiving terrain of the Andes. Their journey had just begun, a journey of endurance, of resilience, and ultimately, of survival. Suddenly, the survivors found themselves in a chilling predicament, isolated in the harsh, unforgiving terrain of the Andes. Imagine, one moment you're flying, the next you're stranded on a mountain with no sign of rescue in sight. This was the chilling reality for the survivors of the Uruguayan Air Force Flight 571. The Andes, a majestic mountain range, became their icy prison. They were marooned at an elevation of 3,570 meters, where the air is thin and the temperatures are bone-chilling. The survivors, including members of the Old Christians Club rugby team, found themselves battling the extreme elements of nature. Exposure to such harsh conditions was relentless. The cold was unforgiving, and the threat of avalanches was a constant, lurking danger. With each passing day, the fight for survival intensified. The wreckage of the aircraft was their only shelter, a metallic cocoon shielding them from the brutal Andean weather. But within this cocoon, another battle was underway, a battle against starvation. The meager rations on board the aircraft were quickly exhausted, and they were left with no choice but to resort to desperate measures that would test the very limits of their humanity. Avalanches were another formidable challenge. One such devastating avalanche claimed the lives of 8 more survivors, further dwindling their numbers and dampening their spirits. Yet, in the face of these relentless trials, the survivors held on to the only thing they had left: hope. They devised ways to stay alive, rationing whatever food they had, using the aircraft's seats and carpets to keep warm, and melting snow for drinking water. They showed incredible resilience and resourcefulness, traits that perhaps only emerge when one is pushed to the brink. Yet, as the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, the hope that rescue was on its way began to fade. The world outside had given them up for dead. The survivors had to confront a terrifying truth. They were alone, the only ones who could save themselves from their icy purgatory. As days turned into weeks, the survivors faced a grim reality. They were on their own. In the face of despair, 2 survivors, Nando Parado and Roberto Canessa, decided to take their fate into their own hands. They knew that waiting in the frozen Andean wilderness would just be a lingering death sentence. So they decided to embark on a perilous journey across the treacherous mountains in a desperate attempt to find help. Their mission was daunting. They were at an altitude of 3,570 meters in some of the most inhospitable terrain on Earth, with no trail to follow, no map to guide them, and no experience in mountaineering. They had to navigate through the snow-covered peaks and valleys. The physical toll was immense. Every step was a struggle against the thin mountain air, their bodies weakened by starvation and the cold. They had to forge a path through deep snow, sometimes sinking up to their waist. They had to scale steep cliffs, the rock frozen and slippery under their hands. Every night, they huddled together for warmth, their bodies racked by shivers. But perhaps even more challenging was the psychological battle. The isolation was deafening, the uncertainty overwhelming. They had no way of knowing if they were making progress or if they were simply walking in circles. They had to confront their deepest fears, their own mortality. But they never allowed despair to consume them. They held on to hope, the thought of their friends waiting for their return as a beacon that guided them through the darkest moments. Their journey was a testament to the indomitable human spirit, driven by the will to survive and save their friends. It was a story of courage, resilience, and determination. It was a story of two men who, in the face of almost certain death, chose to fight, chose to live. Their journey was a message to us all that as long as there is life, there is hope. When hope seemed all but lost, a glimmer appeared on the horizon. Imagine the elation, the sheer relief that must have washed over Nando Parado and Roberto Canessa when they finally found help. After 10 grueling days of hiking through the cruel, unforgiving Andes, they stumbled upon a Chilean shepherd. The shepherd, living in a remote location, was their beacon of hope, their lifeline to the outside world. Now, let's take a moment to truly comprehend this. Picture this. You have been stranded in the icy wilderness for over 2 months, surviving against all odds, and then you find another human being. Imagine the surge of emotions, the joy, the relief, the surge of hope. It must have been overwhelming. Once the shepherd understood their predicament, he set off to alert authorities, and a rescue operation was soon underway. The news of the missing plane survivors, living through unthinkable conditions for 72 days, sent ripples across the globe. The world watched, holding its breath as the rescue unfolded. And then, the moment of truth arrived. One by one, the remaining survivors were airlifted from the crash site. As they were hoisted into the helicopter, their faces mirrored a myriad of emotions: relief, gratitude, and a sense of surreal disbelief. After enduring exposure, starvation, and avalanches, they were finally safe, finally rescued. They were going home. The joy of the rescued survivors was palpable, even as they grappled with the reality of their ordeal. Their survival was a testament to the indomitable human spirit, to the will to live, to the strength found in the face of adversity. Their story became a symbol of endurance, of hope, of survival against all odds. On December 23, 1972, after 72 harrowing days, the remaining 16 survivors were finally rescued. The world exhaled a collective sigh of relief, their story of survival forever etched in the annals of history. The ordeal of the Flight 571 survivors is more than just a survival story. It's an echo of human resilience that continues to reverberate years after the incident. The survivor's journey, a testament to the indomitable human spirit, has left an indelible mark on their lives and on the collective consciousness of humanity. The aftermath of the incident saw the survivors grapple with the emotional and psychological impact of what they had endured. They had stared death in the face and emerged victors, but victory came at a price. It's an experience that has shaped their lives, influencing their perspectives and priorities. The incident has taught them, and us, the value of life, the power of hope, and the strength that lies in unity. The story of the Flight 571 survivors is a lesson in resilience. In the face of insurmountable odds, they chose to fight, to survive, They harnessed the power of the human spirit, a power that can transcend the physical and mental boundaries we often set for ourselves. Their story is a reminder that when it comes to survival, the human spirit is an unyielding force capable of extraordinary feats. The incident also underscores the importance of teamwork. The survivors knew that their survival hinged on their ability to work together, to pool their resources and strengths. They understood that they had to stand united, to face the challenges as one. It's a powerful lesson in the strength of unity, in the power of collective action. Above all, the story of the Flight 571 survivors is a testament to the will to survive. It's a story of individuals who refused to succumb, who chose to fight, to live. Their will to survive, their refusal to give in, is a testament to the incredible strength of the human spirit. The Flight 571 survivors' story serves as a poignant reminder of the extraordinary lengths to which humans can go when pushed to their limits. It's a story of survival, of resilience, of the power of the human spirit. If you like this video, do not forget to like, subscribe and share this video.